Social distancing is challenging us to get creative and find new ways to learn, reflect, and stay creative. Today, award winning illustrator and children's author Vanessa Brantley Newton joins us by Zoom call to share with us the magic of art through collage. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. And I am dying to jump right in because I have seen collage in some of your work, and it is incredible. So tell us about collage and what we need to get started.
Well, collage is basically just taking a bunch of papers or found things and putting them together to make a picture of sorts. And so what you need is a clean sheet of paper. You're going to need some glue, something to draw with, like crayons, or temper paint sticks or magic markers or whatever you have around the house. And you're going to need a pair of scissors, I believe I already said. And so you want to use also some found paper. So whatever you have, scrap papers laying around, put them in a pile and get ready to collage.
All right. So then we start. What are we going to be making today?
We're going to make a self-portrait today.
I love it.
It's going to be a self-portrait. It can be of anybody that you want it to be of. And so first what we need to do is make the face. So what we're going to do is we're going to pile up our papers together, about 4 sheets, 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets together. And after we pile them up, we're going to then take our scissors and we're going to cut a circle out of that pile of paper. It can be as big or as small as you want. After you cut out your papers, you should have a stack of 4 little pieces of paper here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I'm going to do is, this is a good way to teach your kids math. So if you're doing fractions, you're going to take this whole pie and you're going to cut it into half. Once you get your half, you're going to put that pile on top of the other pile and you're going to cut once again and make it into quarters. Okay?
That's such a good point as we think about the other things that you can learn through art, right? It's not just design, it's also math and science. And I'm sure that you incorporate that with every illustration that you do.
With every illustration. Absolutely. And so once you've got your little pile, you kind of want to mix it up and go through it and pick out whatever you like. And so now we're going to put our faces together with 4 pieces. So we're going to glue it down and you can put it down any way that you want, as long as it's making a circle again. And I'm going to quickly do this very fast. It's not going to take forever. Okay.
And so there's no rhyme or reason necessarily other than your own.
Only that you're pleased. At the end of the day, I say about art all the time, it's not so much about making people feel happy. You have to feel happy first. If you feel happy and they look at your work and then somehow they get happy too. So, so whatever makes you feel good, that's what you need to focus on where art is concerned. And so I'm almost done here.
And I've seen in some of your work as well, fabric or other textures that you can incorporate. At what point in this would you add those things?
Oh, now this is where it gets fun. You can use noodles for hair or a nose maybe instead of paper. I'm going to use paper today, but you can use whatever you like. If you have a penny, you can use that for a nose or eyes. You can use black-eyed peas for eyes if you want. So once you get this down, you should have a little circle, something like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you can start adding on whatever you like. I usually like to use textured papers or papers with like numbers or letters on them as well. So I'm going to use this for the nose. And I'm just going to cut out a triangle. Not a rectangle, but a triangle. But you can use a rectangle if you want to for the nose. And so I'm just going to glue that on there really quick.
So this will be just as creative for parents as they're gathering up materials as it will be for the person who's actually putting together the portrait.
Absolutely. Parents love doing this kind of thing. It's you know, right now we need stuff to relieve the stress. This is one way to do it. So after you get your nose on, you can, like I said, use a noodle. You can use black-eyed peas for eyes. You can use lipstick for the mouth or whatever. But what we're going to end up with is this. And so you can get to do the hair any kind of way you want to do it. You could add a bow. You could add another piece, even find a piece of fabric. and put on there and call it a day. But this is your art, and of course, you need to sign it. So I hope your viewers will enjoy. I would love to see what everybody does out there.
That is fantastic. And I think, people of all ages should kind of make a self-portrait. It's a good opportunity to get creative, assess, write some thoughts down, or get some energy out, whether that's good or bad. And I think I'm going to spend some time this weekend doing my own little self-portrait. That's exciting.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for all of your artwork and the way that you teach children. I can't wait to dig into some more of those books. Vanessa is the author of 5 books and has illustrated over 87 books. So there are a plenty to enjoy. To see her website and more of her books, including the way she reads them, you can visit our website, wtvr.com/VTM, later this afternoon.